What is your core strength and your passion? Okay, I want you to write down the word micro thing. It's a lot of time we think about like the macro, like really all the big thing, but a lot of time it's the small little thing that take on a lot of time. Okay, so again, the busy trap, right? Often we mistake activity for progress. Most of us really get caught in a cycle of busyness, especially when you are afraid. I can tell you that, especially when you're afraid, especially when you're not certain of where you want to go next. So what you will do is you'll get trapped into, man, I am working. I'm not doing anything else. I am working. But the thing that you worked on is not going to bring your business grow more. And I want you to really have that awareness when you're working, you're thinking, okay, what am I doing? Am I checking emails? Is email going to make me money? Again, if you want to make $1 million and only work 40 hours a week, that means that you're worth $500 an hour. So, replying emails, is it worth $500 an hour? Attending meetings, is that really worth $500 an hour? Scheduling appointments, is it gonna worth $500 an hour? I'm not sure. That's something that you need to evaluate, because if a contract worth 100 grand and you need to do that schedule, of course. But if it is not, then you need to delegate that. So what is the busy work that you're in? I mean, to be honest with you, right now I am focusing. I really want to get my YouTube channel pushing. I really have the awareness that, man, I am actually afraid to put myself out there. So I started to get myself trapped in all the busy work, because I am busy, so I don't have the time to record. I'm busy, so I cannot do certain things. So then I realized it. So now I'm putting more and more focus and stress into it, so that I can break out of it, so that I'm no longer in the busy trap. Because that, like, whatever I'm doing, a lot of it, again, I would say still help my business, because my business is growing really rapidly. But I noticed that I've been trying to get myself into the busy work, so that I don't have to do the challenging work, and I don't want to do the thing that I really truly need. Also, identify some of your non-negotiables, right? Like, what is your core strength and your passion? Like, I know for a fact that my core strength and my passion, or what my company needs, it's me. It's at this point, is my social presence. Go attend events, build relationship, make sure that people trust me, create courses. Those are where I need to be at, instead of working deep down on, sometimes into a point where it's like creating a PowerPoint presentation. I'm not doing that. So what are some of the non-negotiable? Which are the tasks that you need to prioritize and which can be delegated? And again, a lot of this is just testing. You don't know, really. Like at the very beginning, when I work with Grace, I'm nervous because Grace is new. Is she gonna screw it up? And a lot of time I just give a lot to Monique at the very beginning, because Monique had been with me for 12 years. And then now I slowly just take a little bit, give it to Grace, and then see how Grace do. If Grace do well, it will keep on Grace. If it doesn't do well, I pick it back up. Either I do it, or Monique doing it again. Or now, because I'm maxing out Grace, right? So we hire a Miriam. Miriam is going to be in charge of marketing. So now we're trying to pull more things into Miriam. So in that way, ask me how many EA I have. My goal is I will have an EA, obviously, on my operation, which is Monique, right? She's been with me for actually 11 years. And then I have an EA for my personal stuff, right? Which is Grace, that helping me with handling my VIP clients, scheduling my emails, and all that, right? And now I'm getting a Mariam for all my social media marketing, right? I want her to think like me. I want her to create posts like me. And then when I attend classes, I get her to attend the classes too, so that she understands what I'm talking about. But one thing is, the non-negotiables, I will not teach her what she can learn from a course. I will just let her learn the course so that she can learn directly, right? And then I'm going to have another EA. Her name is Bernadette. She's going to be the EA that's in charge of sales. So she's going to oversee everything in sales, making sure that everything is going well, right? So that is what I like. And the reason why I like to use that they're EA, because that means that they're working for me, right? And I'm cloning them into what I want. And eventually they can become whatever that they want, right? So, so again, if you find yourself bogged down in like social media management, bookkeeping, customer service, you need to figure out how to create a system to delegate it down. And again, it's really important to have a to-do list, but then it's also very important to have a do not do list, right? Do not list, right? What are the stuff that you absolutely, like I said, do not do? And again, you feel bad that there's a do not do list, right? So maybe you can put a to-do list, but then the assignee from Phyllis will assign it to Grace, right? Will assign it to Mariam. I talk about this, and all my clients nowadays loves it. I say that I'm now, right? I work hard for the past 40 years, right? Impress people, overworked, hardworking, because like we are supposed to be responsible, and we always overwork when we have to go above and beyond all the time. Absolutely, I hear you, right? But now it's like I want an easy life. She's like, hey boss, show up for this call. You got to do this, you got to do that. So I feel really good. I now feel extremely well. I don't feel like I have a lot of stuff in my brain. I know that as soon as I pass it on to her, then she will have to prioritize them and remind me when to do what or scheduling it into my calendar. So now I feel good. They're still my to-do, but it wasn't done by me. It was done by her. It was done by Miriam. It was done by everybody else. And then the next thing that you want to do is obviously create, right? So now you have clarity. And again, this clarity, create, and communicate, you do it constantly. And sometimes it might not be in the same order. Sometimes you might create first, and then you have the clarity, and then you have more clarity. Then you reshuffle it, right? And then you better communicate, right? Or sometimes I really don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I communicate first. Hey, Grace, I feel like this is what we need to do, but I don't know where we need to go from here. So can you work together with me on it? And she's like, oh, sure, boss. Like, let me ask you some questions. Let's ChatGPT it out. Let's test it out. And then it's like, oh, I think we like this. Okay, good. Oh, man, this one's not working out. Okay, trash, right? So creating a profile for your ideal virtual assistant is really powerful, very amazing. So again, I know some of you guys already heard about this, right? So again, it is about, are you looking for somebody who completes you or who can enhance you? Okay, who complete you, who can enhance you. For Monique is definitely completing me because I'm really bad at making decisions, follow through, right? Holding my people accountable, right? So she's really good on that. So she completes me. A lot of time we'll get into fights sometime too, or like we're in the polar opposite of viewpoint, but that is the purpose. We do it on purpose, right? Grace, I think Grace has both of the passion. She kind of enhanced me because she's good in communicating, so she can communicate with my clients, right? But at the same time, she's also reminding me of things that she, that I need to get done on, right? But she is she's also kind of completing me to a sense that she's not really tacky, so I need to ensure that I got good with the tackiness. And Monique actually is on the enhanced side, on the tacky side. As for Marie definitely is enhancing me, not on the communication side, but on the IT side, right? Jessa, she completes me on the completion side, like ordering cakes, making sure that things are done, following through, make sure that we don't have any tickets or receipt, because for me, I am a starter, but I'm not really a completion person. So I can do a lot of starting, so everybody was like just kind of follow through for me, right? And same thing with Jack. Jack is actually enhancing me because Jack is in our coaching call to ensure that we have somebody that is coaching all our virtual assistants.